fast changing, and that means boards also have to learn and evolve and change as the world around them does so. And it's really important that boards do that for a number of reasons. Obviously, they've got to guide the strategic direction and effectively govern their company, so they've got to have the contemporary knowledge to do that. But also just in terms of their relationship with management, they want the management team to make sure that they are setting a good example, and also that management respects the knowledge and skills of the board. So how does a board continually learn? I think there's three lenses through which that happens. The first is boards need to understand internally the organisation. They need to understand the business model and the key components of the business. I do get some surprise sometimes at what directors don't know about the fundamental drivers of the business. Secondly, it's the strategic environment in which the organisation operates. What are some of the new innovations, the new competitors, the new industry trends, for example, that are happening outside the organisation that might have a positive or negative impact on the organisation? And thirdly, the third lens is around the governance and director duty evolution and how directors stay abreast of changes in terms of contemporary governance expectations, the interpretation of directors' duties, and indeed the changes to directors' duties and liabilities. So boards can look collectively at how they might learn, and that might be through an exercise at the beginning of the year where they think about what are 2, 3 or 4 key things we'll do throughout the year. They might get in internal speakers, they might get in external speakers, the board might go and do site visits, they might go to conferences. They might, for example, also look at some cases that have happened recently and do a debrief and think, well, what did we learn out of that? And there's some cases that are obviously relevant in this regard that are pretty recent, including Optus, Medibank Private, Crown Casino, Star Casino, that provide some, I guess, useful context for which boards might be able to think about how would they respond to those issues and how well prepared are they for some of those issues that have arisen. It's also useful for directors individually to think about their development needs, because on an individual level, directors, due to their skills and experience and backgrounds, are going to have different areas in which they need to learn more than perhaps others. And that can be a useful thing to do at the beginning of the year and talk to the chair about perhaps what opportunities there might be for the company to support them in that. All of that gets brought together hopefully through some sort of board continual learning policy and ideally a budget to support that. So there's some good thinking for the beginning of 2023. How collectively as a board, how individually as a director are we going to continually learn throughout the year?